Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 6 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 6 math and then click on all lessons. There you can find the list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter operations with integers. The lessons we're going to cover today are divide integers, add three or more integers, add and subtract integers, find the sign, multiply integers, find the sign. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Okay, here I'm on 6 math. Let's just start with the lesson. That is divide integers. One divided by -5. That is, it is actually like this. You are dividing -5 by 1, right? So 1 times -5 is -5. So the answer is -5, right? When you are dividing a negative number by the positive number, answer must have a negative sign. Got it? Let's just start with the test questions. -18 divided by 3. So basically we need to learn the rule with the division with when we're dividing the integers, right? So when if either of the number is negative, the answer is negative, right? Either divisor or either dividend. So here dividend is negative, so answer must have a negative sign. So that must be -6. Option number one is the correct option. It would be -6. Negative 18 divided by negative 9. So both the numbers are negative. Answer must be positive. Basically, negative 18 divided by negative 9. So negative 9 times 2 is negative 18. So that would be 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. Negative 6 divided 1 divided by negative 6. So the answer is negative 6. Option number 3 is the correct option. Negative 24 divided by negative 3. Negative 3 times 8 is 24. Option number 1 is the correct option. It would be 8. Negative 7, 1 divided by negative 7. That is negative 7. Option number 2 is the correct option. Negative 3 dividing by 3, that would be negative 1. If either of the number is negative, the answer is negative. Negative 27 divided by negative 9. So both the numbers are 9. Negative, the answer must be positive. So negative 9 times 3 is negative 27. Option number 3 is the correct option. Negative 5, 1 divided by negative 5 is negative 5. If either of the number is negative, the answer is negative. -6 divided by -2. That is 3. Option number 3 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next one is add 3 or more integers. Nine plus -10 plus -11. 9 plus -10. 10 is a negative number, so that would be -1. -1 plus -11. So it would be -12. Let's just start with the test questions. -18 plus -15. Both the numbers are negative. We need to add them. 8 plus 5 is 13. -13 it is. 1 plus -33. It would be -32. -14 plus -2, -7 plus 17. -7 plus -2. It would be -9. So 14 plus 17 minus 9. 7 and 4, 11. 31 minus 9 is 22. Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 22. -6 plus 0 plus -5. So which is the correct option? -11, it would be both the numbers are negative. So the answer is negative. -11 it is. 16 plus -7 minus 1 minus 13. -13, -7 is -20 and 1, -21. So 16 minus 21. It would be -5. Option number 1 is the correct option. Zero plus 10 plus -14 plus 16. So let's just add the positive numbers first. That is 10 plus 16 is 26, and 26 minus 14 is that is 12. Option number 2 is the correct option. -17 plus 13 is -4. Option number 1 is the correct option. Ten plus 15 is 25. 25 minus 4 is that is 21. Option number 1 is the correct option. 1. How? Negative 10 and negative 4 is negative 14. So 15 minus 14 is 1. Option number 3 is the correct option. 23, negative 14 minus 23. So 23 minus 23 is 0. Option number 1 is the correct option. 0 it is. Negative 10, negative 11 is negative 21. It would be negative 12. Option number 3 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is add and subtract integers, find the sign. Is negative 31 minus negative 44 positive or negative? Negative 31 subtracting negative number is same as adding. Negative 31 plus 44. 44 minus 31 is 13. The correct option is 13. Let's just start with the test questions. Is 1 minus negative 5 positive or negative? It would be positive. Option number 1 because you're subtracting a negative number. So subtracting a negative number is same as adding. Is -3 minus 9 positive or negative? Both the numbers are negative, so answer must be negative. Option number 2 is the correct option. You have to use the rules here to find if there is positive or negative. Got it? Is -26 plus 64. So 64 is a greater number with a positive sign, so answer must be positive. Option number 1 is the correct option. -32 minus -17. 32 is a negative number, answer must be negative. Option number 2 is the correct option. Is 3 plus -7. Negative it is. Option number 2 is the correct option. Is 21 plus 5 positive or negative? Positive it is. Option number 1 is the correct option. Is -7 plus -82 positive or negative? Positive it is. Option number, sorry, negative it is. 82 is a negative number, so negative it is. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is multiply integers, find the sign. Now, if either of the number is negative, the product is negative. Got it? And if both the numbers have same sign, the answer is positive. Let's just start with the test questions. Is 8 times negative 7 positive or negative? So if either of the number is negative, the answer is negative. Option number 2 is the option. Is 12 times 3 positive or negative? So both the numbers are positive. Answer is positive. Is 5 times negative 10 positive or negative? Negative it is because one of the number is negative. Answer must be negative. Is negative 4 times 10 positive or negative? Negative it is because either of the number is negative. Option number 2 is the correct option. Is 6 times negative 1 positive or negative? Negative it is. Option number 2 is the correct option. Is 12 times negative 3 positive or negative? Negative it is. Option number 2 is the correct option. Is 5 times negative 8 positive or negative? Negative it is. Option number 2 is the correct option. Eight times negative 4 is positive. Option number 1 is the correct option. Eight times 1 is positive or negative? Positive it is. Negative 7 times negative 10 is positive. Option number 1 is the correct option. Is 8 times negative 8 positive or negative? Negative it is. Option number 2 is the correct option. S- Is 6 times 6 positive or negative? So positive it is because both the numbers are positive. Okay, we are done with the lesson. So we were working on grade 6 math. Chapter we were working on is operations with integers. The lessons we have covered today are divide integers, add three or more integers, add and subtract integer, find the sign, multiply integers, find the sign. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework next session. More help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. Any questions you can please ask if you have any. No questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.